Hey Stampers, Gaynor again, and I've been having a play with some In Love Arts dies, a couple of them actually, and also my Free as a Bird from Stampin' Up. Love it. So cute. Well, I think I've done enough Christmas cards now to last me a lifetime. So I thought I'd go on to my thank you cards because I always need a thank you card. So I've used some of this beautiful paper, which is from that gorgeous Cozy Christmas. I've got things crashing down, and this is the reverse of the back page, this one, which is that gorgeous tartan. I could have used most of these on the backs. Lovely little mittens. I like that one as well. Love this, but I think it works quite well. I'm not saying it's the perfect match, but I like, oops, I'm dropping all my pens on the floor. 2 minutes. Oh, there goes. I got my blends out, so I just think it goes really nice together. So yeah, I've added the purple posy on the flowers and the beautiful yellow birdies. I might change the birds up to a different colour. In fact, should I change the paper up as well? What do you reckon? No, I quite like that actually. I think that's sweet. I love these dies. What I've done, I've die cut 3 out in white, and then obviously I need 1 in silver to go over the top, but I have done the 3 in the silver, in the white, and I will show you how I die cut if I can get it through my little machine. So as long as that's 3 inches. Right, 2 minutes I'm going to be. I'm going to put that paper pad on the floor, put that up there. Let me see if I can cut that into 3. And I've found a way of getting glue off your silver. Perfect. I'm going to still have space to get that on there and die cut that out with my little machine. Yay! I also used some of the thick organdy ribbon that was gifted to me off the gorgeous Georgie. So that is going to go on there as well. I don't need all that much though. So I'm just going to, about there again. Maybe, no, because, if I turn it round then it's perfect. Right along that stitched edge there. So, I'm going to chop some of that off. I'll save that for another card. That'll be perfect for another card. Grab some double-sided tape. I only need enough to hold. Perfect. Right, pokey tool. Just give that a flattening so it's easier to pull off. I wish my nails would grow back quicker. So, now we know the width and where we're going to add. See, this piece is just perfect. So it's going to be that first stitched edge. Making sure I keep it nice. I want it a little bit tight. So, when it gets glued down flat, it's going to all lay flat, if you know what I mean. So that's that done. I need a card base out, Gaynor, that would help. So, just a standard A4 cut in half. I'm just going to fold this over and burnish at the centre, making sure my ends stay together. Helps if you've got a really good bone folder, and this is a Teflon bone and it's brilliant, and I like to burnish both sides, that way it keeps my card nice and flat, and then that can get attached onto there. Beautiful. So I'll get my glue out. Excuse me, sorry about that ladies. and gents. Beautiful. Plenty on there. Absolutely fabulous. Just give yourself a nice little border all the way round. Perfect. Now while that is in place, just give it a nice burnish. That way it will set on your card. This glue is perfection, it goes off lovely. So that is in exactly the same position now as that card. Perfect. Love it, love it, love it. Look at that. I've got a spare piece of scrap for my little flowers. I will show you how I did. I got 2 pieces out of this one with this beautiful frame. The frame, I'm afraid, is too wide for my little machine. So what I did, I just laid that on the top because I knew it was going to cut out just a fraction. You don't need to cut it all out because I only want the centre piece. Then I'm going to cut the other out of glitter card. So if you give me 2 seconds. Sorry I can't show. Nice and crunchy. And then that square pops out there beautifully, and that's the piece we're going to stamp on. And then all to do, just peel that off. Look at that, you get a nice wavy edge. Oh, that'd be great for a sea scene, wouldn't it? You know, like with little, especially with the little walruses and that. Oh, good thinking, Gaynor. So, we're going to be using that again. You do end up getting a piece cut out as well, so I'm going to save that for another project as well. That's the piece we're going to need today. I'll add them to another project later on. Doesn't that look cute with a nice wavy top? Fabulous. So let me just poke out these few little bits that are left in. Just a couple on this side. Yeah, these are really nice dies. They cut beautifully. And there is our, see how I've done those? I've just die cut 3 lots out. Just wanted a bit of dimension on my card. So I'm just going to pop one of these out now. You give me 2 minutes. I'll be back in a flash. I'll tell you the size first. This one measures 4 1/4 by 3 3/8. Cuts out, so you've got some nice space there to frame that. There is a larger one, but it fills the whole of the card, and it's a bit too much for me. When I'm using the glitter card, I do like to add a shim, and I like to run it through the machine there and back, and then it just pops out just like that. So you get there's that piece. So it's your centre piece, so they can all go for other projects. They won't be discarded. These are the pieces that we need. I'm going to be needing that and those. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, it's still attached there. I wondered where it had gone. I was going to say, that's come out nice and clean. Silly sausage Gaynor. Yeah, that's the piece. So let me just grab some snips. And again, you could use that for a seaside scene, couldn't you? Let me show against that other piece. So you could even frame that up like that. Isn't that cute? Little water scene. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. So, this is what we need now. I'm just going to, and it's going to take, I tried the dye brush, it doesn't work. Not on this glitter card, but it takes seconds just to pop these out. It's just the grip, that's it. So, pop them. I best off popping them from this side. And then just scrape them away with your fingers. And they're like little teardrop shapes, so if you wanted to save those, you could put them in shaker cards. Especially on the bigger set. But look at that beautiful pattern. I think this die set, I think you get 4 or 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5 there is in the set. I'll show it the other set in a minute. It's absolutely gorgeous. I went through all my dies yesterday and put all my In Love art dies in one folder because I was getting them mixed up with other stuff that was sent to me. And I don't know, so I've had a set of dies sent to me. And I sent a picture to In Love Arts to show them a card I'd made, and they went, "Oh, that's a beautiful card, but that's not one of our dies." So I've gone through all my recent orders with them, and I have swapped all my little folders now to In Love Art folders. So I'm not going to get confused anymore. Oh, this one doesn't seem to have... Ah, that's not cut out properly. I'll just pop that back on in a sec and just go over the area. But because I'm rushing for the video, I should really put my intricate plate on, but I don't know where it is in a minute. I think it's in the wardrobe somewhere. So I had a shim instead. But that's just me being lazy. If you had your intricate plate on, it would cut it out, no problems. And what I should have done is use some dye release paper in between. So, maybe I should have cut this out beforehand. There we go, it's coming out easier now. But I like to do things with y'all. Mr. Boyce has got a guest tonight, so I've come up out the way because they just talk about football and fishing. And that's not one thing I want to discuss. So I've got a couple. Oh, are they going to come out? Do you know, it's hard to see. There we go. Oh yeah, it's coming. This is my fault, that's why it's like this. Because I didn't use that proper plate. So, but it does cut beautifully. It's just my eyesight as well, girls, it's gone. There we go, poke it from the back. Nearly done now. Only out of all these, I must say, there's only that one that didn't cut properly. And that's because my shim was not underneath it. Oh my goodness. I'm having... There we go. Hard time to see it. Whoa. Right. Is that one? Nope. I think that one's going to need going through again. Yeah, that one is. And that one on that side. I turned the plate on, my bottom plate, because it was warped. So it might be my fault again, as I say. But they're so easy to line up. So easy indeed. Fetch my die back. There it is. And I'm just going to give that another quick run. There and there. I'm also turning my die to make sure it doesn't go in on the edges. There we go, that's better. Just pulled the other side out straight away. So 1, 2, 3, there we go, done. Oh, you know what they say, where there's a will, there's a way. I mean, if you wanted to, you could cut it maybe two layers in the white, like I have done for the sentiment, but I don't think you'd really need it. You could have even popped these on, glue this one down and pop that on dimensionals, so but it fits just on there, just. Look at that. Ah, wonderful. So let's get it glued into place. I quite like the paper. It looks lovely with the birds. Oh, there we go, it's coming. And I'm just dotting on the outside. Just to make sure they get stuck down. Perfect. Oh, that made my eyesight go. But I'm going to start using my other glasses. So I went and popped this right along this edge and right up to the top. I don't mind that it's overhanging. I think that's so mega cute. Perfect. So we know that's going to slot right in there after we've done our stamping. He says, not yet. There we go. So let's just set that to one side for a minute and fetch in our other little die machine and pop this on plate A. Perfect. Just add the top. And go there and back. And we can always turn it over and we can see that it's cut everything out, so perfect. I love this little machine. You can, when gluing things on top of each other, end up with a little bit of glue. Sorry about that, I've got sniffles again. Perfect. Pops out beautifully. Pop, 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 pop with your nails. And then just release your sentiment. I find I have to do it all the way around because otherwise it'll tear. So just pop that first side out again. There we go. And then I'm just pulling gently, following it down. Oops. Didn't pop the top of the K out. There we go. Love it. It cuts out beautifully. And then we can pop out our other little extra bits. I love thank you cards and I love big sentiments. I love it. So now I can get to glue that on the top and get rid of these bits. But adding layers on top just adds dementia. Dementia. I've got that, I think. So when I glue, I don't mind a little bit of the white showing through either because it acts like a little shadow for me. I love that. But when it's kind of glued on there, it's stunning. Oh, I've got a cup of coffee, ladies. Mr. Boyce is a lifesaver when it comes to me making me a coffee in the night. So I'm going to attach glue, and I'm just going to see the bar. I'm not squeezing, I'm just adding a little dot to that line because there's some thin ones in here as well. Sorry if you can hear them in the background. His friend is a Londoner. He's so funny, but he's so loud as well. He's lived in, well, he lives in the next town over in Clertley. Just make sure you push them down. Give them a good squeeze. Like I say, I don't mind a bit of the white showing. Obviously don't want too much. Just to add some dimension. And that's cute. Now I've got glue there and there. And it's inevitable, it's always going to happen. Let me just pop the lid on this. But if you've got glue on silver foil, you can buff it out with a cloth if you haven't got the right cloth. Oops, my beads are coming undone. Oh, be careful, Gaynor. Be gentle. That's better. You've got a Winker Stella. It contains alcohol. Watch this. Just go over where you got your glue. Can't see anymore. Oh, right there. And then just use your finger. Or you can get a little cloth and buff it up. Where's my cloth gone? There it is. While it's still sparkling. And then I'm going to use the back of the fibre cloth. Perfect. It gets all the glue off. Honestly, I've only just sussed it myself tonight. So there's a little bit left on there. I mean, I could get my big rubbing alcohol out, but why bother when I've got a little bit in my... Perfect. And now the glue is gone. No glue. All gone. You can even... I added Winker Stella on mine actually, but once it dries you can't see it anyway, so... But that's me, you know, I like Winker Stella. But it might catch on those white bits underneath. It just gives it a nice little shine. That's perfect. We will be using that again later. Excuse me, can I just blow my nose without you all hearing me? I'll grab a tissue first. Oops. I don't want to be sniffing. So give me 2 seconds. Perfect. Much better. So I'm going to attach that on there, and I used the smaller organdy ribbon from Stampin' Up I wanted to add a bow on here, but when I realised that the size of my beautiful thank you, I realised it was not going to go on there. So now, again, just tap. You don't need a lot. And I don't think you can see the glue if you add it to glittered areas. I mean, unless your glue dries white, then you will. But with the art glitter glue, it dries clear, so no danger there then. So far, so good. Just pop that away for a minute. Just look how the dimension on that. And like I say, I don't mind seeing the bit of white. And if you don't like seeing the white, glue them a little bit better than me. And use one of your metallic pens if you just want to say, let me just use it on the top of here. And it'll get rid of the white as well, so it's not perfect, but like I say, I don't mind the white, so. Oh, cup of tea time. Coffee even. Right, let's take some stamping done. So, I've got the beautiful birds mounted and that gorgeous flower. Oh, and on the inside of the card, let me just show you. I folded this one back to stamp, but what I'm going to do this time, I'm just going to add a scrap. But I just dotted some flowers in the corners just to give it a nice little contrast. So I'll do that as well. Well, let's do that first actually. So I just took a piece of scratch paper, popped it down, put my ink out, and somebody said, how could you rubbed your, I saw you rub, and I always rub and then tap. I always do it, but I'm going to just come in a little bit with my flower and then tap. I only rub on the first application, and then I'm going to tap. Try not to go over those flowers. And there. Just add a little bit, just to the corner. And now on this one, what I'll do is, I will just have to rip a piece off, won't I? There we go. So if I line that edge up with the fold line, and then I can just dot, try not to get, there he is, see how loud he is. And then come down just a little bit, just to add some prettiness. Isn't that cute? I suppose you could add a bit more if you wanted to, but I think that's lovely. So I'll get rid of the scratch paper now. Oh no, come on, yeah, I don't need the scratch paper anymore. So I'm going to, I do apologise about the noise. That's his loud friend going to the toilet. So cloth out to clean. And then I can pop them into one side. And just give it a rub and a tap. I'll put the lid on before I make a boo-boo anywhere. So I'm just going to add this to my beautiful piece of card. It does go over the lines a little bit, but I don't mind that so much. Bye. You're welcome. Bye. He's a noisy so-and-so. Oh, I knew he was going to do that. He always says tra before he leaves. But he's a pain in the bum. We love him. He was Paul's best man at his wedding. So, right, let's move on. He's made me go all in a fluffle now. I don't know what I'm doing. So, I might change the colour of the birds, but I'm going to keep the colour of the flowers. I think they're beautiful. So, I'm going to start off with the light. Sorry about that, girl. He's going to leave soon. And then we'll come back in with the dark. And I find with the dark, with the purple posy and the blends, you have to go over it several times because it blends in way too easy, but you can't see it afterwards. I'll show you what I mean now. It's a beautiful colour, don't get me wrong, but I don't have the ink pad and it's not for sale anymore, so I don't know. The only thing I've got is the blends and the markers, so I suppose I could stamp with the marker pens. But there, watch this now. I'm going to fetch you in a little bit. Excuse me, I've got the sniffles really bad. I'm just going to turn back to the brush side. I mean, you can see it now, but it fades quickly. And just go back to let it dry and soak in. Oh, sorry. I've got the sniffles. Sorry about that, ladies. I don't mean to. I'm trying to breathe, talk, ooh, and not sniffle. Multi-talented. So see what I mean about it fading here quickly? So I just go back over it quickly. I don't want those bits to stand out. And I've got a little tip. You can see their circles. I use my 1-inch circle punch. And it was so much easier to cut out. There we go. They look gorgeous now. So let's fetch in the birds. And look at these beautiful flowers on the go. There we are. And again, what I'm going to do this time is go back in with this and just add in a little bit of dimension. But again, you can't see this side very well. Just go back over. Cute. So I'm using light and dark old olive. I'd love this stamp as a bigger, slightly bigger, but it fits lovely on your cards. Perfect. Let's get the dark. Sorry. I'm just adding a little bit. I think it's got that sketchy, drawery look anyway about this anyway, isn't it? So cute. And now, oops, there you go, going back. And now my light and dark soft suede. I've done it again, picked up the dark first. Look at that. That's my bronze, that's why. Oh, crumbs. If that's the dark. Where's the light one then? That's my bronze. Ah, here it is. Hiding. It is. I was wondering earlier why I got a darker colour. And then I'm just going to go over the lines. Where their feet are as well. Cute as a button. Excuse me ladies again, sorry. So, a little bit of pumpkin pie on their beaks. Just dotting. Perfect. They are so sweet. I'm going to choose, I think I'm going to go for Flirty Flamingo. Change the colour of the birds to pink little bird. Oh, do we have pink little birdies? Why not? Oh, I'm confused. I'm torn a bit now. Wait there now. Nope. Not pink birds. Let's go balmy blue. I like that colour. I'm not doing the centres on all the birds. With my other card, see, I went over with the white to fade it out, but I just thought, why not just not do all the whole centre? So now for the dark. Just follow the lines. Oops, I've gone over there, but got the white pen. I always find the nib, it does not darken as well as the brush. That's better, look, see? Just going back over again, just have a little bit more depth. Perfect. Aren't they sweet? Love it. Let's get all these pens out the way. So yeah, this is my, I got the thinking of you as well. I love thank you cards, see, I'm a sucker for them. I suppose, oh, wouldn't that have been pretty in there, but you'd have only got 3 of the birds in. How gorgeous, those. And there's those others. I don't know where I've put my die now. I've put the die down somewhere and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. I left it on the big shelf. Scalloped edge frame dies. And the largest one is 6. That it cuts by 6 by 4 3/4, so it's too big for a card front. hence the reason I went down a size. Now that can get stamped just in there, stamped, glued even, or now we could add, where's it gone, my foam tape, my padded foam should I say even, I can't even pick, look, see, I can't even get that out of there. Sorry. And have some fun foam on the back and then stand that out so it stands out. Should we try that? Yeah, come on. Let's have a look. We can always place it on top and just see first. So let's just, because this has got it's sticky backed as well, it's brilliant. I put that against there. I can just set that in there, just have a look if that would look nice popped up. Oh, wouldn't it give it a nice, oh shit, sorry. That's better. A nice popped up look. And because it's fun foam, it will cushion lovely to go through the post. Isn't that nice? So what do you prefer? Flat? And I went round the outside. Oh, I forgot my blue. Where is my... The light... Oh, that's the light. The light seaside spray. I went round the images, if you notice, just to make them pop off the page. I'm going to do that on this as well. I'm just using the small end. And I think it's going to give this... Again, it makes it pop off the page for me. You can use light grey. In fact, before we had this colour, I used to use the light grey. Perfect. I just think it adds a little something. Better. Hold that up here. That is so subtle, but it just makes those little images pop off the page. So cute. And then I did it all again. I went over the flowers, Winker Stella. The little beaks, just a top. And then I decided to go all around the image as well. Just with a hint of a Winker Stella. Just see where I've missed. You didn't tell us, did you, girls? I missed going around these leaves. There we go. So carry on with my Winker Stella. It's very subtle and you probably won't see it in this light, but I can see it and it's so sweet. Let's see if I can get you to see it. Down the bottom there, see it by the flowers? There it is. And around his head, look. Perfect. So, are we going to add foam tape? No, I'm not. I've decided not to. Because I'm going to have 3D flowers on there, so let's get this glued in. Probably don't need that much glue, it's just me. I added the Wink Stella after we've on the other card, but I've just done it now, so I'm just pressing lightly on them for a sec. Just going to pop this away again. How many times do I get this out? Right, let me show you now these beautiful flowers. Perfect. Grab my scissors. And it's just a matter then of cutting around each of the petals. You haven't got chunks of card getting in your way then, because I always find it gets in the way. Especially for little areas like this. Look how quick that was. Start at the closest point. Perfect. Takes seconds, doesn't it? Perfect. There we go. How quick. So what I did then to those flowers, I just give them a quick ruffle with my bone folder, just to spruce them up a little bit. Just soften the fibres of the card, and then I just push them up with my fingers. Perfect. Just break down the fibres a little bit. And once they're glued into place, you can just give them another little manipulation. But what a great tip at the Wink Stella on your silver foil to get the glue off. I know we spend about 10 minutes there trying to, what you call it? I'm sorry girls. Gaynor's got the sniffles. And I just pop one down here. And one there. You could add some greenery as well if you wanted. I think it's got plenty on there. Just get that little push up. Oops. For some reason that does not want to stick on there. Let's stick one down at a time first. And it does help again if you put a bit more glue on. That'll do. I always get glue on me anyway, so perhaps I'll just paint myself with Wink of Stella. Bond girl. I've got a gold one. Right. Again. I think it changes the colour when you add Winker Stella to these flowers with the blends. I think they look cute as buttons. There we go. And 3 little gems. There they are. Perfect. How's that? There's my little card. Hope you like it. I would really, really love a thumbs up and a share. And we've now got a male and female thank you card. You can send one to a man, one to a woman. Sorry about the sniffles. I hope you like. Oh, I haven't done the bow. Haven't done the bow. Come back, but. So I fetched a small piece over. But I would like a thumbs up and a share. That would be lovely. I always find with this, when you've looped it, you've got to pull it through. Just to get those little loops. Perfect. I know I've got a bit too much there, but I can make one into a knot on another card. So just angle that. I'm just going to have a glue dot on this one because I normally use tape, but it's rather thin, this organdy ribbon is. So pull one off and just fold that over. And then you can place that right in the centre of your thank you. So that bit, I can tie that in a knot and put it on another card somewhere. Oops, she says. Oh, I'll do it on another time. But there we go. There's that beautiful card. Hope you like it. Hope you give it a thumbs up and a share. That would be fabulous. There we go. Look at that. I'll probably cut that down or tack that down to stop it from flicking up. But there's my card. I hope you enjoyed it. I love it. I'd love it, like I say, thumbs up, share, subscribe, bing bing, press the bell, and you'll be notified of all future videos. Tends to be on a daily basis, so come and see what I make tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.